What up, world? We're here today bringing you the new champion, Rek'Sai.
Shooting stars didn't even get to bronze.
I just wanted to start off today's video with the fact that this skin is freaking awesome. It's not complete yet, so we're not going to dwell on this too much. Maybe sometime later. So introducing Rek'Sai. Rek'Sai is this creative looking, interesting dolphin-like creature that burrows underground and eats your face when she burrows out. As I tested out Rek'Sai, there were some key features and cool tricks that I found crucial to her playstyle. Everybody from now on that plays Rek'Sai and sees Rek'Sai on the playing field is going to be like, oh my god, Rek'Sai is so friggin' OP. But that's not true, because when she is burrowed, you can see her. Now, the thing about her burrow that is interesting is the fact that, for example, they work with all her abilities. Her Q, for example, when she's burrowed, she can hit enemies with her Q and see them for 2 seconds, as opposed to if she's not in her burrow state, she just causes attack speed, like a attack speed buff that creates when she's jungling or whatever the case may be. Now, her W, for example, makes her go underground. Can walk underground, can do whatever she wants while she's burrowed. Now, this benefits to her E. Her E, when she's not in her current state of being burrowed, she will then create a bite, kind of like a volibear bite. But if she's burrowed, she'll create two intersecting paths that she can use to her benefit. Now, when I played Rek'Sai, I saw so many different potentials for this character. She is absolutely unique, interesting, and the variation of her abilities and her attacks and how she can be played out can create an immensely amount of different plays that we have never seen before in the League of Legends. From her kit alone, to me, she is a jungler. She's the type of character that comes in, stuns, jumps out. The moment Rek'Sai gets out of her burrowed state, the benefit of that is the fact that when she's out of her burrowed state and pops at you, you get stunned. Now, the good thing, the fact of getting stunned, is that creates a play on its own. If Rek'Sai can use her E to jump at you with her burrowed path that she creates, once that burrowed path is created, she can use that to gain speed, and then once she gains the speed, she'll just jump at you and stun you. Now, if you look under Rek'Sai's health bar, you'll see that there's no mana. Now, look at that, Riot's creating another character with no mana cost, no nothing, basically another Fury character. Now, Riot's been doing that lately with a lot of champions like Rengar. They've done it with Renekton before. They've done it with, even Yasuo has no mana. Number one benefiting issue for me, which is not even really an issue, is playmaking. When you don't have mana, you have the capability of making all the plays in the world. The only thing that's stopping you from making any plays whatsoever is her cooldowns, and we all know that's not an issue. Now, what I really want to touch up on is her burrow. Being burrowed is just an interesting new feature that Riot is creating. So, as you can see, she does this crazy looking burrow thing that reduces her vision. By reducing your vision, you're, causing it to be a little bit more stressful on you whenever you're going to, gank or whatever the case is too. The cool thing is, as you can see there, she can, teleport from one burrow to another. You can't keep doing it. That's the cool thing too. Riot made it so that you can't abuse this feature, because that would be OP, right? So as you can see here, you wait a couple seconds and then you can do it again. Burrow state, you just wait a couple seconds, not even like 2 seconds, and you can burrow anytime. You can use it to your benefit, just to, whatever the case is too. Now, you can B while you're burrowed, which is pretty awesome, and you don't have to be out of the burrow state. Now, one of the main things I want to touch up on is her burrow. This burrow ability is pretty unique, so it's something that's going to be new to a lot of people. Being able to burrow in and out like that is going to be pretty interesting, because you can use the, pods to go through. Now, the initiation is probably the most key part to her burrow. When you're going to a jungle camp or whatever the case may be, you want to start off with a burrow so you can jump up and stun the creatures or whatever the case is. You know, to basically take as least damage as possible. Now, when you jump out of your burrow, you kind of want to follow up with all your other abilities, because if you don't, you might take damage. And it's beneficial too, because she doesn't have any cooldown or any mana that you're wasting, right? So the only thing you're really using is your cooldown. Now, you can take advantage of doing so and just using those abilities, benefit from them, and just go ham, right? These pods too that you put down on the ground, I call them pods, but they're holes that you're basically digging. Take advantage of those things. Just place them everywhere. They have a 10-minute cooldown, so the more you put all over the map, the better it is for you. Do keep in mind that the burrow little dig places that you make, they are targetable by enemy champions, so they can be taken out fairly easy. Now, you kind of want to place them in lanes, in the jungle, all over the place, so that way you can use them, and if you want to get to your buff quicker, if you want to get places quicker. Now, going into lane, you have to kind of be careful, because as much as Rek'Sai is strong and beefy, she also can take a lot of damage, so you kind of have to be safe. I know what everybody's thinking. You want to see the ultimate. Yes, the ultimate's coming, but one extra cool trick I found that is pretty freaking awesome is that if you are burrowed and you want to get through walls, it is perfectly possible to do so as Rek'Sai. So here, you know what? Forget the jungle. Let's go through the wall. There it is. You can actually do that too. Some of you are probably like, what the heck? Why are you showing me this? But in reality, this can actually save you a lot of the times, is just in case, someone's coming to counter jungle you, like a Shackles comes up and pops up behind you. This can actually be extremely helpful. Now for the important one, the ultimate. Now, don't try to use the ultimate on the enemy champion, because that doesn't work. Has to be to a pod. Now, this is the most cool animation ever. You get granted movement speed right after. You get to, gank the champion, chase them down, stun them, eat their face. So, do keep in mind that if you place the more ease you place around the map, with better, consistency, you're going to be able to ult them. And you're going to be able to, sneak up behind them or whatever the case is. As long as you put your ease in a specific place that cannot be seen. If they see it, they're going to take it out. So as I've mentioned before, make sure, use your E, abuse it, have fun with it. This is still early stages. We don't know if Riot's going to put a limit to these things. We don't know what they're going to do, in the sense that if you can place them like crazy all the time. For now, I think it's incredibly useful if you just abuse these things. It gets you from point A to point B a lot quicker. You can create paths that you couldn't do before, and just have fun with it. Just being able to go through these paths like this just makes a new and unique, fun way to play the game, because let's say you're getting chased, or you're about to get ganked, and you have these things. This is just perfect for you to do whatever you want. Benefits you in 150% way. If I'm playing a champion like this and I want to create plays, I'm gonna be using the E like crazy. I'm gonna be going ham, right? So thanks, guys. I appreciate you guys coming by and watch my video. If you want, feel free to subscribe. Give me any tips, any advice on anything. If you want me to do a review on a new champion, a preview of something, if you want me to do a tutorial on how to play League of Legends, or whatever the case is. And thanks for watching. Feel free to come back. Hit that subscribe button if you loved it. Peace.